Let's go over the best equipment and skills to use in Chapter 3 of Survivorio. Then we'll walk through the entire chapter, and I'll show you how to beat it. If you're new around here, make sure to subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. The best equipment to use in Chapter 3 is your best equipment. Your equipment with the highest grade, the highest stats, and the most skills unlocked. If you have any excellent grade equipment or above with unique skills, you will want to use that instead of lower grade gear. If you have numerous weapons to choose from, the Light Chaser, Kunai, Katana, and Bat are great options to consider. It really depends on your playstyle and what you have available. The Kunai has auto aim, and the Light Chaser can deal damage to enemies in multiple directions. Same with the Katana. As you see here, I have a purple revolver, which isn't bad, but I'm going to swap that out with a green kunai because the kunai will automatically target enemies around my hero, making it easier to use in this chapter. I also have an excellent grade protective suit that releases a radiation pulse whenever we get hit, and this is a great choice to use in early chapters like this where we can easily get surrounded by mobs of enemies. If you need more insight into all the equipment in the game, I made a video a while back where I ranked every piece of equipment on a tier list, and I'll leave a link to that video in the description of this video. Chapter 3 is the first small chapter in the game, as well as the first 8-minute chapter, so the force field may be a great choice because it's permanent once selected. The force field will always remain around your hero without the need of an overtime effect to boost it, and it will deal damage and push the enemy back if they get too close. In addition, the passive skill used to evolve the force field can restore a percentage of HP every 5 seconds, so it's really good if you're prone to take damage. The Guardian will cause damage and knock the enemy back, keeping them at a distance, and it works great alongside the force field. The Brick will deal damage to enemies in a unique direction around your hero, and when combined with the fitness guide, it will evolve into the 1-ton iron, which will deal damage in every direction around your hero in straight lines. The soccer ball can bounce around, dealing damage to multiple enemies. I really like it in these compact levels because the limited space gives it more opportunities to hit more targets. The lightning emitter and supercell deal insane amounts of damage to mobs of enemies and bosses, which we'll see in the walkthrough in a minute. And other skills work great here as well. As you see, the magnetic rebounder was able to deal 21% of the damage, which is second most behind the Supercell, who had 35. Alright, here's Chapter 3. Right away, we're going to get attacked by zombies and flowers with range damage. I'm going to go with the Guardian to stop them from getting too close and to block range attacks from the flowers. The flowers can drop blue loot, and that can help you level up faster, so it's a good time to basically kill everything and loot because at the 1-minute mark, an elite will appear, and here's a giant flower. It will launch pink orbs in every direction, but can easily be defeated by evading its attacks and kiting it, or essentially running away from it while attacking it. When the elite dies, it will drop a chest, but I'm going to save it because if you get a skill to 5 stars and obtain a compatible passive skill, you can evolve that skill for free when you open the chest. At the 2-minute mark, a boss will appear, and here's the Spit Bloom, a flower that remains stationary and launches projectiles at you. It's fairly easy to avoid the pink projectiles fired by the Spit Bloom by moving to the opposite direction it's facing. In addition, the lightning emitter and kunai will automatically target it. Once the boss is down, slugs will slither in. They are high in HP and harder to take down, but they drop blue and gold loot that can help you level up and get skills, so it's important to pick off these slugs and loot as much as you can. 3 minutes into the chapter, an elite will appear, and here's a giant slug that follows you around. He or she is easy to defeat by letting them follow you without getting too close. At 3 minutes and 37 seconds, I went back to the chests from before, now that I have a 5-star lightning emitter and the energy cube. Since I have these, when I open the chest, I will automatically get the Supercell Evo skill. Let's frickin' go. At the 4-minute mark is another boss, the Toxinator, a purple slug that will charge at you, leaving a trail of lasting damage, and launches puddles of lasting damage at you. This boss is a little harder, but it's fun, and the Supercell is really going to be effective against this boss. Once the boss is defeated, monsters with orange backs will crawl in, and they will try to swarm you. So in this example, I'm trying to stay around one side of the map as opposed to the middle so they don't spawn behind me. And it may be hard to notice, but at the 5-minute mark, an elite will try to sneak in, so keep your eyes open. The defender works really well here. It can grind away at the edge of the enemy and repel monsters away from your hero. These monsters also drop gold and blue loot, so this is a great time to loot and level up skills. At the 6-minute mark, another boss will appear, and here's the Sapper Worm A. It's quick, can deal charge damage if it touches you, and has 2 basic attacks. One where it drops an orange orb that explodes and causes area damage, and another where it drops a blue orb, I don't want to call it a blue ball, that explodes and launches projectiles in every direction. This is actually a pretty tough boss for an early chapter, but I was able to defeat it by keeping my distance. That's pretty much the objective here. Keep your distance from these bosses and let the skills do the work. Once the boss is defeated, construction worker zombies with high HP will try to ambush you alongside an elite zombie that chases you and has the ability to spawn other zombies. This is where things get tough, and close combat skills like the force barrier and defender are important, alongside skills with single target like damage that can focus on the elite such as the supercell and even kunai. At 7 minutes, another boss will show up, and here's the Rush Gnasher. The Rush Gnasher is a very strong boss that will try to charge at you, so run in another direction when you see red lines coming your way. When the boss is defeated, flying pink monsters will appear, and they are easy to avoid and basically pick off. At this point in the chapter, I have all 6 skills evolved, which will help a lot for the final boss. At the 8-minute mark is the final boss, the Raging Bull, a bull full of rage who will launch blue orbs in every direction as well as charge at you like a maniac. A good strategy to beat this boss is to just stay away from it. Kite it, let it chase you, and defeat it from a distance. This is why I like using weapons like the kunai and skills like the supercell. They can automatically hit the boss and cause damage while you cower in the distance. Thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Smash like and subscribe. Have a great day.